everyone. Hi,
Hi.
Teresa.
Hi, Ann Louise.
We're here from North Idaho in sweltering heat, and so our topic today is going to be heat, hydration, and parasites.
Oh, what a combo.
What a combination, oh my. And I just want to thank you all for all the birthday greetings, the birthday wishes, the birthday gifts. I just got one in the mail today from a lovely gal.
Oh,
Look at these gorgeous earrings, please. I'm not sure who this
oh
was.
my gosh, how
This was
beautiful.
from Catherine Designs in New York City.
How wonderful.
Catherine, let me know who you are so I can send you a thank you note. Thank you so kindly. Gorgeous is my color. It's turquoise.
Perfect,
Turquoise is
perfect.
a healing color, and every wear turquoise, you should wear it on your left hand, by the way.
Ooh,
Left hand, left ear, right ear.
oh, that's fun to know.
That's fun to know in this sweltering heat. So what do
Yes.
we have here to really get our people cooled down? Because this is the season when it's summer, when it's very, very hot, sweltering heat wave that we're now suffering from. And this is the time when you have to cool down. When you think of cooling down, you think of raw and you think of fruits. This is the time of the year when you can eat more fruits. So we have prepared a little fruit buffet for you here. So tell me what everything is, please, my dear.
Me, Ann Louise, which is wonderful, is
Organic blackberries. The reason we love this is very high in anthocyanins, it's very high in bioflavonoids, very high in polyphenols, which makes for a skinny gut. Low on the glycemic index. If you're going to do any berries, blackberries really rule the roost.
and they're delicious. And we just love to sprinkle a little bit of floricky over the top.
And tell everybody what floricky is. I live on floricky, by the way. I take 3 scoops a day. It says 1 scoop on there. I take 3 scoops a day, and I stagger the scoops.
It's Uniki's wonderful probiotic
And prebiotic.
and prebiotic, that's right.
So it feeds the gut bacteria. It feeds them and nurtures you, and it gets rid of yeast. Because if you're eating a lot of fruit and you're eating out, you can become very yeasty.
Yes.
We don't like fruit drinks. We don't like a lot of carrot juice. We don't like a lot of fruit juice, other kinds of fruit juices, or any kind of fruit punches. But we do like moderate fruit. And when we do take our fruit, we take the Florikey and we take something called YC Cleanse.
Yes,
And do you take YC Cleanse?
I do, absolutely.
And why do we take YC Cleanse, my darling people out there? Because it kills the yeast.
Yes, exactly. I used to have recurring yeast infections and things, and once I started using YC Cleanse, it cleared up and I don't have a problem anymore.
And I had issues with sinus because I lived in a very moldy house, unbeknownst to me when I was growing up in West Hartford, Connecticut. So I take it whenever I feel anything sinusy coming on. I take it morning and night, and actually I take it every single day, especially when we have alcoholic drinks. And I think out of the corner of my eye, I see something alcoholic. Why do we have blue ice vodka on this table for my people?
Well, you know, in the summertime, once in a while, you want to just lay back, have a little libation with
Well,
friends,
we
maybe.
like vodka because when I was doing live blood cell analysis with my microscope, the healthiest blood streams of anybody I saw were people that took vodka. Of all the alcoholic drinks, it wasn't wine, it wasn't beer, it wasn't whiskey, it wasn't brandy, it was vodka.
And it's way less calories than if you were to have a glass of wine or a beer or something like that in the summer. And this is a really neat one because it's a potato vodka. It's gluten-free.
From Idaho.
Yeah, from Idaho. So we use that. And one of our favorite things to do is to take just an ounce or two of our cran.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's do it.
We're gonna-
Okay,
we're
let's
gonna
do
enjoy
it.
ourselves, guys. It's really hot out there, for heaven's sakes.
It really is. We forgot the ice, but we'll just do without this time.
So you take a little shot glass, so it's about 1 ounce. It's a very small amount, enough to give you a little bit of
Just a
comfort.
little bit of comfort.
And what do we put in
Yeah.
there?
And then we get our,
Oh, you're having one too.
well, yeah. I don't want you to have to do this alone.
Absolutely not. And we put a little bit of sparkling water.
We do.
What kind do we use, Teresa?
Well, we really like Perrier, very pure, clean. You could do San Pellegrino too, or some kind of sparkling mineral water. But one of our other favorite things to do is, let me take a peek here, I think it's this one, our wonderful fat flush cran water.
And the reason we like cranberry is because it's so balancing for the pH, very good for the blood cells, very good if you have varicose veins, lady, or wants to get rid of cellulite. This is the drink for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Opens up the liver, very dehydrating, and actually will get rid of a lot of water retention. So we've got a lot of things here, a little Southern comfort, a little North Idaho comfort, a little bit of cleansing, a little parasite purging.
We've got it all going on here. So
Okay, so
refreshing.
to your health, till
To your health,
120.
l'chaim.
L'chaim. L'chaim, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers. So refreshing.
It's lovely.
Shall I tell them about our other little refreshers?
So we have other refreshers, which of course are non-alcoholic.
Yes.
And this is what we recommend on a daily basis. So one of them that we just discovered, tell them about that water that we're now doing, the water with all the lovely herbs in here. And
We
tell
just
them what
found
that
out
is.
about this yesterday. Actually, your wonderful sister-in-law gave us a tip.
Shout out to Sandra.
To Sandra Gittleman, thank you.
Gittleman, thank you. And
And
thank you,
so-
George Carlson,
Yes.
for sharing this with her.
Yes,
He's
absolutely.
a very, very well-known artist in this area.
Yes, two artists putting their heads together. This is wonderful. It is fresh mint. I just
Is it spearmint or peppermint?
well, this I took out of my greenhouse this morning, and it's actually a combination of peppermint and spearmint. And what we learned we didn't know before was just to stuff a whole big bunch right in there, pour in purified water, and
Let's
let it
put a
steep.
little in here.
Oh, that's a great
Because this is
idea. I
very
didn't
cooling
think
and
of
it's
that.
good for the digestion. Mints are very healing for
Oh,
the
yeah.
tummy.
That's
And,
right.
and
What a
years
great
ago,
idea.
years ago, we used to use oil of wintergreen to get rid of parasites, which is a topic that we'll be discussing today.
Let's see how that goes.
Oh, lovely. A little spearmint, a little note, a high note of spearmint, just like a
Very
perfume.
nice. Very nice. I
Oh, it's
love it.
lovely.
And one of the other things we love to do is just slice up some fresh organic cucumber and let it sit in your purified water for, even half an hour or an hour before you serve it. It's really refreshing, delicious.
I like this better than strawberries or blueberries. I've seen people put
Yes.
strawberries in water. They put a lot of citrus because this is actually cooling. So this is a secret for keeping down the heat, keeping down the heat wave. When there's the expression "cool as a cucumber,"
Oh, yes,
well,
yes.
it really has meaning because cucumbers are very high in silica, and silica is very important for cooling. It's very good for the skin, the hair, the nails, good for the collagen. And it is very highly found in practically no other fruit or vegetable
Oh.
except for cucumbers.
That's
So if you're
interesting.
making celery juice, I know everybody's doing celery juice, which I should talk about at some point if you'd like me to, everybody. And let me know if you want me to talk about celery juice, and I will. But if you're doing celery juice, put 2 ounces of cucumber juice in with the celery juice. It'll give it a better balance of minerals because you got the silica and the natural silicon in there. And you can also add a little bit of carrot, maybe 1 carrot and a little bit of beet. Then you have a balanced juice.
That is so good to
So
know.
we love cucumbers because they're very, very cooling. How else do we make cucumbers in the house?
Well, of course we do them in salads a lot.
All the time.
All the time.
And I cut them up in spears and I use it with hummus. I love that little hummus.
And sometimes they're wonderful, just even, we like to peel them and chop them and put them in some organic cashew yogurt or coconut yogurt.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, and it makes a
yummy.
refreshing little
That's
treat.
what's in that yogurt. These little cucumbers high in
Yeah.
silica. The other thing I need you to know is that silica is the only mineral that counteracts aluminum. And we have been doing a
wow.
lot of, yes, I bet you didn't know that one.
I didn't. I'm learning something every minute.
And what is the bottled water that's high in silica, my friend? See if they can remember from last week.
Oh, I think I remember.
Matt, what is it?
Fiji.
Fiji water.
That's at the other end of the camera here. It's Fiji water. So if you're going out and you want some good water, Fiji will get rid of all the aluminum.
Wonderful.
So we've
Perfect.
got all that. We've got the spearmint in water, which is absolutely yummy. We've got the cucumber in water. Now we have something that'll actually help your heart because summer is the season of the heart. According to traditional Chinese medicine, the heart is under a little bit of stress during the summer and its sister organ, the small intestine, which is why you need to keep taking the parasite remedy, which is vermiplause. So, this is
So-
the heart remedy, and what is that particular
This
tea?
is our hibiscus tea.
And what color is the hibiscus?
Oh, it's a beautiful red, actually. Red like the heart.
Red like the heart, red like the bloodstream. And if you take 4 cups of hibiscus tea daily, you can actually get rid of a lot of clogged arteries, and you can keep your blood pressure very low. So we do this all the time. And we're having a 4th of July party, by the way. I wish you could attend it. It's a magnificent party. We've done it every year for 10 years. We have now 80, 90 people coming because the guest list grows like every day. We've got people flying in from San Francisco. Hello, Joanne from San Francisco. Gary from the East Coast. We got people from all over. So my brother Stuart is here from North Carolina with lovely Sandra. We got people from all over the place. And we're going to be serving a lot of these foods for them, especially hibiscus tea.
Yes.
We're going to keep their hearts
absolutely.
pumping as long as we can.
And this time what we did, since it's so hot and the sun's so bright outside, we just made sun tea. We just put the tea bags right in here with some purified water and let it sit out in the sun, and it turned out perfectly.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So what else do we have here that we need to share? I think there's one other thing that I want to mention to you, and I took this out purposely because this is my little tip of the day. This is a doozy. This is a gem. This is a pearl, my friends, a lovely pearl. This is a juice which I normally don't recommend, and it's none other than this is tart cherry juice.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa picked it up this morning. Tart cherry juice. For those of you that have calcification or have arthritis or have gout, 2 cups of this a day for 3 to 4 weeks will actually make the calcifications go away.
Amazing.
It's absolutely amazing. So for those of us that have bone spurs or gout, and I just discovered I have bone spurs on my throat, which is why my voice is a little hoarse, I'm going to be taking 2 cups of this a day. Now it's high in carbohydrates, so to counteract the carbohydrates, what do you think I'm going to take, Teresa?
Oh, I think you're going to use the YC cleanse.
Use a YC cleanse, and I wonder if it works if it's diluted.
I bet you. I wonder.
So it's 2 cups a day, according to what I've read on Dr. Google, because I've heard this from so many clients, and I wasn't able to find a lot of justification. I think it's 2 cups a day. It's 16 ounces, and I bet if you dilute it, it'll reduce the carbohydrates that go into your system, because 1 cup has about 32 grams of carbohydrates.
Plus, it's really tart.
Oh, we love it.
When it's strong, but it's good.
Tart is better. And I bet you could put a little Pleuroky in there
I bet you definitely
to
could.
counteract the sugar. So we've got this for calcification, for arthritis, this for cataracts, this for bursitis, this for gout, this for bone spurs. And I'd like all of you to try this if you have issues with the above. And take it with a little bit of YC cleanse, take it with a little bit of Pleuroky to get all the good bacteria in your system, and then you can also put it over this delicious fruit. So we have other fruits that we'd use in the house this time of the year because we've been craving something cooling.
Yes.
And tell us what all the rest of this lovely stuff is. This is the blackberries.
The
Could you use
blackberries.
blueberries with this as well?
Absolutely, or a mixture even.
What can you do to make a little sorbet?
Oh, it's so easy to make a simple little sorbet.
Ooh,
And
you made one.
I did. I made one today with raspberries. I wanted to show you too. In our Fat Flesh cookbook, you'll find recipes for sorbet. But it's so simple. We just put frozen raspberries and a little bit of almond extract, which gives it a little something special, and a teaspoon of Pleuroky. And I think that's about it.
And the
a little
Pleuroky
bit of
will
water.
make it sweeter. When you
Yes.
freeze Pleuroky and use it as a sweetener, now what about the ice cream we were going to promise to make everybody? We have to do that.
We still have to do
We
that.
have to do the ice cream. We're going to do some for next week. We're going to do
Yes.
some with, I'm not crazy about almond milk because too many almonds, are very high in oxalates, but I do love coconut. We could
Yes,
do coconut
coconut,
milk. Let's do
cashew
cashew milk,
milk,
and the
yeah.
other one should be macadamia nut milk.
Oh, that would probably be
What about
delicious.
sesame seed milk?
We've done sesame seed milk
a
before,
little funky.
but it is a little funky
Not for
especially
me, but
for an ice
mostly
cream.
everybody else. And we could put nuts in there. We'll put a little bit of vanilla extract.
Yeah.
We'll do all kinds of things, and we'll tell you how to make that using the Pleuroky as the sweetener.
Yes.
But what do you do with pineapple, and why is pineapple out here?
Well, pineapple, first of all, is delicious and refreshing.
And it's high in bromelain, which helps
That's
digestion.
what I was just going to tell you. You taught me that. So it's wonderful for your digestion. And what we like to do is put a little coconut cream on top. And you can do it two
James
ways.
Templeton special.
Yes, that's right. He loves that. And it's fun to put a little coconut cream and sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon or cardamom on the top.
I think I'd put cardamom on there.
Yeah, it's a really yummy one.
So we've got this. Could you freeze that as well?
Yes, yes,
Can you make like a
absolutely.
pineapple sherbet, so to speak?
That would be delicious.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So we've got all these lovely things. And why would people want to use the Verma Plus this time of the year? This is the parasite part of our presentation. Why is this so important during the summer?
You have
It's
to
because
remind
you're
me.
eating out, because you're eating out
Oh,
more than normal.
oh, and your salads
And
especially.
see, because when I eat out, I don't eat salads. And why don't I
Yeah.
eat salads?
I know you don't because oftentimes they are infected and maybe they weren't properly cleansed.
Because most of the time you can taste all kinds of sand, you can taste all kinds of dirt. And many of my people that eat out, and especially those that eat a lot of salads and sushi, come down with little critters. So we want to get rid of those critters. So if we're going to be eating out a great deal or doing any traveling this summer, I would take a little dropper full of this in the morning, maybe one at night, and it'll clean up your digestion.
Excellent.
And it's very bitter.
It is, but you know, I've noticed too, it's not bad at all.
Oh, it is.
It's got a little herbally.
It's not. If it
A
didn't
little
taste,
herbally
if,
taste.
if it didn't taste bad, it wouldn't be good for you. It's got a little black walnut in there. It's got wormwood. Centaur gets rid of the hooks and suckers of any of these little creatures. Male fern, orange, cloves, butternut, lovely. This is one of our most successful products, so I want all the links there for Verma Plus. I take a little bit of this in the morning, a little bit at night, and when I can't sleep, because the critters will keep you up, this is what I take at night.
Ah.
I take this and my salt, and voila, I'm in dreamland.
Dreamland, especially during the full moon, right?
5 days during the full moon, 2 days before, a day of, and the 2 days after. So what are we having for the 4th of July? I wish all of you could come. Would you like to come to our 4th of July
That
party
would be
this
so
year?
much fun if you could.
We've got a master of ceremonies. We've got Alejandro Vargas is going to be singing. We have everything that's going to be catered. Let's talk about the catered food at the party. What did we choose?
Well, I know, first of all, we chose for the main dish, I know that is chicken piccata.
That's one of them. Chicken piccata, organic, farm-raised chicken, pasture-raised chicken.
But I think yesterday you made a decision about some cooling appetizers, but I never did hear what they were.
We're going to have a little bit of real buffalo mozzarella. We're going to have antipastos. It's with an organic caterer, Angelo, here in North Idaho. Hello to Angelo Ristorante. Hello. We love you, Angelo. You do our parties every year. This is the 10th annual party. You'll be doing that. He's going to have some gluten-free buns, gluten-free bread.
Oh,
He's
so
going to
delicious.
have all these marinated mushrooms. He's going to have, for people that like peppers, we're going to give a few red peppers, a little
Yay!
green peppers. And then we're going to have some salmon piccata, wild-caught salmon here in this area. And then we're going to have some, what is the green vegetable we really love? Broccolini.
Broccolini,
Broccolini,
yes.
we're going to have carrots, and we're going to have homemade pies with a gluten-free crust. We're having real organic heirloom apples and real organic heirloom cherries. This will be a real 4th of July celebration. We wish you could be here.
We do. I better get on that ice cream.
You better get on that ice cream for
To go
next
with
year
that pie.
because we're going to celebrate. So in essence, if you're going to be eating a lot of fruit, you got to do YC cleanse to keep the yeast at obeyance. If you're going to be eating a lot of sugar this summer, because you're celebrating YC cleanse, it'll actually diminish your craving. So I didn't think we talked about that. This helps to diminish cravings.
No, we didn't talk about that, and that is really seriously important,
So
especially.
you don't have to use willpower, because this is going to do it for you. This is like psychology in a bottle.
I love that, especially when we're on fat flesh. It's so helpful.
And why would people want to use Verma Plus before they use any other product that's on the market? You are a previous colon hydrotherapist.
Yes,
Why
I
do we
am.
love Verma Plus? Because we love this product
Well,
dearly.
I just have found that it was the most effective product I've used or tried, actually, and it's easier. It's easy to use. You don't have to swallow a bunch of capsules, that kind of thing.
You go like this, you take it down, because bitter is better.
That's right.
This really exemplifies that motto, bitter is better. It's good for your liver, it'll get rid of the parasites, and this is the thing that helps people lose weight. When you can't lose weight with anything else, you go to Verma Plus.
Yes, very, very helpful.
So on that note, is there anything else that we have to tell our wonderful viewers today, other than we love them? I loved all their birthday greetings. They were so sweet.
So special.
I started my birthday with a bang. I had a major flat tire on the freeway.
Literally, with a bang, oh my goodness.
Oh my God. And there I was, and I said to myself, what am I going to do? What would James do? He would pull into the nearest store, and there was nobody on the freeway because it was Iron Man. I pulled into Verizon, and lo and behold, a Nurse Nicole from Wyoming, she moved here from Wyoming, followed me home. She says, I've been up all night at the ER unit. She was talking about all these
Wow.
people that had all these terrible blood clots. It really was very heartbreaking when she
Oh
told me her
my.
stories. Followed me home. I gave her a copy of Radical Longevity, and here I am.
Here you are, and we're so glad you're safe and sound.
Thank God. So here's to you. Here's to everybody. Have a wonderful 4th of July. No, we're sending our best. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to your freedom and ours,
Yes.
and to your health.
Yes.